Mm, Yes, it has started. Hi, Karen. Good morning today. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing very well as well. In fact, it's been a great pleasure. And in fact, all those who would be viewing this hangout very soon, I feel it's a great opportunity to learn a lot of things that people want to know about Kickstarter and about crowdfunding in general. So, people here we have Karen Frame from Makeena, where she's created a very nice platform which you would see on the showcase. And also, you can check out her website, makeena.com. We have her today here, and she's going to um, share with us a lot of insights about her successful Kickstarter campaign. So, Karen, welcome from all of us.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay. So, Karen, just to start, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself, what your service does, and like how did you come across Kickstarter as well? A bit of about your background as well. Everything we'd like to know.
Well, I have a really complicated background. Let me just put it that way. So I was raised in Champaign, Illinois, where the University of Illinois is,
Mhm.
and as you know, that's the home of Mosaic and Netscape. And my dad was a professor, and so I was always a little tech geeky. But I did go to business school. I got my degree in accounting, and then I ended up going to law school. But I was an entrepreneur in the 1990s, and
Wow.
in November of 2011, I had an aha moment, and I took what I did in the 1990s and I brought
Mhm.
it into the 21st century, and that's what Makeena is.
Okay, nice, nice. And how did you come across Kickstarter? So Kickstarter was always on cards, or did you just stumble upon Kickstarter?
So I've known about Kickstarter for a while, but it was suggested to me. So Makeena, and I'll tell you what Makeena is in a little bit, but Makeena is a technology platform that connects healthy and sustainable brands to shoppers across all retailers. And then we provide the brand with data and hopefully sticky
Okay.
shoppers. We
Right.
engage the shopper in the shopping experience, incentivizing them to pick up the product off the shelf and
Right.
purchase it. So we got selected for the Telluride Venture Accelerator. We're one of 6 companies throughout the whole world
Mhm.
that went to Telluride. And when we were in Telluride, one of the advisors, who's a very esteemed advisor, she runs Golden Seeds in San Francisco and LA,
Mhm.
suggested because we have a consumer component of our mobile application that we do Kickstarter. And I had thought about Kickstarter before, but I thought it's more consumer oriented. It's not really geared toward more mobile applications. And in fact,
Right.
only 8.6% of mobile apps actually get funded on Kickstarter.
Right, right. It's difficult, and there's so much noise itself. So if you have a product, even if you have a great product, you're not sure whether you will be able to reach out to your audience. And that, in fact, brings me to my second very important question. Like, how did you create that persuasion? Because it's very, very difficult in today's time, and definitely on Kickstarter. Like, uh, it's difficult to attract attention. You have such a small opportunity, such a small window of getting attention. So how did you do that? How much time did you spend on it?
I spent a lot of time, and I also hired somebody as well to help with
Okay.
this. So
Okay.
this group out of Denver, the agency is called Mad Hatter Agency,
Okay.
and I did some research ahead of time. I had an MBA student that was working for us, and I had her do a little bit of research on what's the best platform for us. Was it Indiegogo? Was it Kickstarter? Was it something else?
Right.
And then how much would we have to give up? And were there any quote unquote experts out there? I believe that there's a lot of noise in the industry
Yeah.
already about people helping out, and some people are really good at it, and some people aren't. But really, you need to find somebody, if they're going to help you with Kickstarter, somebody that has experience with it already, that's been
Right.
successful with campaigns. Because
Right.
even if they've been successful with these other campaigns, they may not be successful with your campaign.
Okay.
So, so in general, that's how I decided on Kickstarter, and I had help, and it took a lot of time.
Right, right. So, just this would be an important question then for the audience. So do you recommend that people should hire someone external to help, or how much do you think their inputs were important for your success?
Well, I think I got some good value out of them. So when you decide to go on to Kickstarter, you have to decide the reason why you're going on to Kickstarter. In our case, yes, we were successful in our goal in our fundraising. We just reached our 20,000, though. We had a lot of people say that they were going to contribute, and then of course they didn't. You have to feel like you're not ashamed or shy when you are
Right.
running a Kickstarter campaign, because you need to reach out to your existing contacts.
Right.
Um, so this group was kind of more like a coach, I have to say, to a certain extent. I mean, they did do some work. They had a
Help you stretch
Trello.
yourself, I would say.
Yeah, right, right, right. So it's, you still need to do a lot of work yourself. Exactly. But
Okay.
they had been through the process before, so it really helped.
Mhm. Right, right. That's good to know. In fact, that's very important. So your inputs are required as well as whatever help you can seek. That is what I think I would summarize then.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Be open to all the ideas and then take it with a pinch of salt.
Right.
So,
And the other thing that's really important is you have to prep. There's a lot of prepping to do before you even get onto Kickstarter. So you have to think about your campaign, what it looks like, your rewards, are they going to work in the marketplace? And so this was another group that I could, bounce that off of, and again, our Kickstarter campaign wasn't just about the $20,000 goal. It
right.
was about really getting out there, getting our brand out there, making the market aware that our mobile app is going live here really soon.
Right. Right.
It wasn't just about the money. So
Right.
we had
It
lots of
spreads
different
the word.
strategies.
Yeah, it spreads the
Correct.
word, and in fact, I believe a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of population that you would like to target, the tech-savvy population, is there on Kickstarter. Every day browsing the projects, what are the good projects that are going on, and if you get successful, definitely gives you a very good, positive impact about the brand. That's a
Yeah,
good thing.
yeah,
So
definitely. It
right,
was
right.
interesting though. We had like 160 something contributors to our Kickstarter campaign.
Wow.
We call them backers actually. And I noticed that a lot of them had not backed other companies first. So they were specifically coming to back Makeena,
Wow,
which is
wow.
which is
That's
important for everybody to note, right?
Yes, that's very important. In fact, those are definitely the people. You have your customers lined up. So wow, that's really good. And
Right.
just to know when you've done with all the content, so how did you promote? How did you set the word out to people? Because that's again another challenge that a lot of entrepreneurs face.
Right, right. Well, there are a couple tools that you can use. One, of course, is Twitter. So you need to find Twitter influencers that love your product or love what your product's going to be.
Hmm.
So during that campaign itself, we got about 900 plus Twitter influencers that had
Wow.
about 50 million followers. And through that, the word started getting out about Makeena. Now, not everybody backed, but the
Hmm.
word got out. And the kind of cool thing about it is a group up in Canada now wants to license our platform for all of Canada. And they found us through Kickstarter. So again, Kickstarter isn't necessarily about the funding, it's
Right.
about the word getting out.
Right.
Another thing that we did is we reached out to bloggers in our industry. So the advantage about Makeena is we're focused on healthy and sustainable. So sustainable products, gluten-free, non-GMO, organic, things good for you and good for the earth. And so there are a lot of people that are super passionate about it. So that's why it worked for us for Twitter. There's another tool that we used, which was called, I believe, Green Inbox, which allowed me to reach out to my Facebook friends and also my LinkedIn contacts,
Hmm.
and not necessarily Twitter, but it automated the process of me
Right.
reaching out to my friends and to my professional colleagues.
Right. That's a useful tool. Would you like to name that again, just so that the
I,
audience can note it down?
I believe it's called Green Inbox,
Green
so
inbox.
I
Okay.
can send out that contact information later.
Sure, sure. Okay, and again, another question that usually people ask is like how to choose the rewards and how to, really motivate people to contribute. And again, as you also mentioned, so many people promised but did not contribute, while so many people who never came across just contributed. So, what is that little magic that really works? What do you feel when you look back at it? What really did, what really did not?
Well, that's kind of an interesting question. Not kind of, it's a very interesting question. So, none of our big rewards really went. We had one big reward that went for 2,500, and that was a farm to table dinner at Pastures of Plenty, which is this beautiful farm, all organic, for 10. And actually, that contribution, that backing came from one of our investors. So that was
Okay.
kind of interesting. So he believes in us enough and wants to have dinner with us that he went ahead and he bought that particular reward. The smaller rewards seem to work a lot better, and rewards that people would want to have, right? So we had a basket from brands that are part of our platform. A lot of people wanted that. We had about, I think I want to say 22 backers who wanted that. A lot of backers wanted really cool hats that had our logos on it. Some TSA compliant bags, again, those were biodegradable, sustainable, kind of, non-polluting kind of bags, so all within our theme. We were a little bit at a disadvantage. Again, we were a mobile application for the consumer, and it's hard to have rewards that are
Right.
associated with that.
Right.
A lot of the Kickstarter campaigns that do super well are the ones that have widgets and gadgets and
Right. Something they can send to you physically many a times.
ex- exactly real things that were manufactured that are really truly part of the brand, and we didn't have that.
Right. But you then really have to be innovative. I think, with your product, you really have to become innovative about how you can connect the real world things with with the things that you can share and things that people perceive high in value.
Exactly, exactly. And as I said, we tested it a number of times, a number of people to say, hey, does this make sense? What do you think's going to work? So the big reward to come out to Colorado, be put up at a really nice Kimpton hotel, go skiing. Nobody bid on that. But it was expensive. So we could have done better at a lot of things, and so I'm glad we're having this talk here today because hopefully we can help people in the future.
Right, right. Yeah, that's actually the exact goal of this talk. So, like, from the conversation that we are having today, even I have learned so many pointers. I mean, I have been one of those who ever thought about doing a Kickstarter and always, got afraid. So
Uh-huh.
today I came across to know that I need to really get bold and really get out, really, really take the word out. So that's very, very important. And so, like a bonus question here for all the audience, and if you could share, uh, what what are the goals? What does Makeena is looking forward to do in 2015 and let's say in 2020?
Well, so we have a really big vision, and our vision is to help transition mainstream shoppers into healthy and sustainable shoppers.
Mhm.
So we're launching live, publicly this year. We're going to be national because we have a mobile app. We're going up into Canada. We're trying to solidify that deal. So that
Uh,
group that it's actually the second largest coupon clearinghouse up in Canada found us on Kickstarter. And so we're trying to get that all negotiated and signed. So our application can be used or will be used in both North America and in Canada, or US and Canada this year. And then we're going to start branching out. We're going to get bigger and bigger. There's going to be a lot of stories to tell around the use of Makeena, how it helped people transition their lives. We're going to have a lot of really fun contests associated with it, and hopefully in 2016, 2017, it becomes a household name. So people will use
Yes.
Makeena to help them shop for healthy and sustainable.
Yes, yes, that's what we also look forward. We do not see any reason Makeena not being able to make it because this is a wonderful product. I'm really going to go ahead and use it as soon as it is launched. And
Well,
with that being said, I believe these all the words that we have interacted today are going to be very, very useful for people looking forward. It's going to come up in Google results, and people are going to watch this video. And it's going to be a great help this way as well. So you have helped the world in two ways, through Makeena, through your webinar. So thank you so much, and I believe I would like to wish you all the best. We keep our fingers crossed, and we look forward to see Makeena growing each and every day from here. Have a good
well,
day ahead, and
well thank you very much.
all
Thank
the
you for
best.
inviting me very much.
Yeah. Thank you. So audience can get in touch with Karen through her email, which I can send it over, or they can connect with Karen on Twitter. Her Twitter ID is MakenaGo, which anyone can tag and they can connect with Karen. We
It's
hope they have.
it's it's Go Makeena.
Okay.
It's
uh,
backwards.
Okay, it's Go Makeena, right? I've been
Yeah,
using it,
yeah.
but I just slipped out of my mind. So yeah, it's Go Makeena. Anybody, please tag and get in touch with Karen. She has got so much wisdom. You should really get in touch and learn from her. Take care,
Well,
Karen. Thank you so much. Yeah, go
you're
ahead.
welcome. Okay, take care. Bye bye.
Bye.